welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into the source material on Aether Core. It's this new AI intelligence layer they're building right on top of the Aether Zone blockchain explorer. And I think the big question we need to answer for you is this just clever branding, or is this a genuine foundational shift in how these tools work?
I think the sources are pretty clear. It's definitely the latter. This fundamentally changes what an explorer is.
How so?
Well, it goes from being this, static library where you look up data to an active, intelligent partner. The AI is giving you outputs like risk assessments in real time that a simple search filter just can't do.
Okay, so we're moving beyond just summarizing data. We're contextualizing intent.
Exactly.
So our mission today is to distill this down to three major capabilities. We want to show you how this AI turns raw, messy blockchain data into, well, knowledge you can actually act on. Let's start with the biggest pain point for most people. Transaction readability.
Oh, absolutely. Anyone who's tried to follow a complex DeFi trade, like a multi-hop swap or something, they know the feeling. You're just staring at this wall of inscrutable data.
Right. It's just raw function calls, cryptic parameters.
And hundreds of logs. It's basically the machine talking to itself. It's not meant for human eyes.
And that's the wall the AI tackles first. So instead of you trying to figure out what a hex string means, the AI deconstructs all that input data and gives you a clean, human-readable summary.
Right. You get a simple headline. Something like successful multi-asset swap via Uniswap v3.
And then a step-by-step flow showing you exactly which contract called which.
And that's crucial because it's a strategic summary, not just a data dump. It even includes a risk assessment feature. But, you might be asking, isn't that just flagging a high gas fee?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. What is the AI actually doing there that's so different?
It's much smarter than that. It looks at historical patterns for that type of transaction, and it flags suspicious gas usage. And more importantly, it gives you immediate red flags like, hey, you're interacting with an unverified contract. That's a layer of security that just wasn't there before.
That's a fascinating look at what happened in a transaction. Okay, let's pivot. What does this tech tell us about who is behind the wallet? This brings us to the AetherLens profiling feature.
Yeah, this part is really cool. AetherLens basically merges behavioral economics with blockchain data. It turns a simple wallet address into a whole strategic profile.
And it does that with an archetype assignment.
Exactly. The AI categorizes the owner. Are they a disciplined venture-style HO dealer, a DeFi power user constantly rotating funds, or maybe a high-frequency arbitrageur?
And I saw it comes with some pretty entertaining metrics. There's a detailed risk score, but also this Degen Factor. Is that just for fun, or is there real data behind it?
It's both, really. It sounds fun, but the objective data based on frequent speculative trades and reckless gas spending tells you immediately if you're dealing with a long-term strategist or someone just chasing moonshots.
I see.
And it all culminates in this natural language strategy summary, a quick paragraph explaining the wallet's whole game plan. For an analyst, that profile is incredibly powerful.
Okay, so that covers investors and analysts. Now, for the builders in our audience, this next feature is arguably the most impactful: automated security audits.
Great, and the sources are clear. This isn't a replacement for a full human audit, but it's described as a really powerful first line of defense.
For developers vetting or deploying new contracts.
Exactly. The utility is all about speed and systematic coverage. The AI performs a full source code analysis, scanning for all the core existential risks in a smart contract before it ever even gets deployed.
And just to clarify for everyone, when we say core risks, we mean things like re-entrancy attacks, making sure funds can't be repeatedly drained.
Right, or things like integer overflows and underflows, which is basically making sure the contract doesn't break when handling really, really big numbers. Access control, front-running opportunities, all the classics.
And the output isn't just a warning sign, right?
No, and this is the key part. It delivers actionable intelligence. You get a professional markdown-formatted security report. It details every finding, its severity level, and most helpfully, it points you to the specific lines of code where the vulnerability is.
So when you put it all together, what does it all mean? The Aether Core seems to transform the Explorer from this passive data consumption tool into something active, an intelligent analysis tool.
Yeah, it's less like a map.
And more like a Swiss Army knife. It helps you profile wallets, vet code, and understand risk on the fly.
And if we zoom out for a second, the fact that an AI can instantly profile strategic behavior and scan code for these huge risks is, well, it's remarkable. It really raises an important question for the whole industry. What does this level of automated oversight and transparency mean for the future pace of decentralized development? I mean, how fast can things move when you have guardrails like this built right in?
A really compelling question to think about as you start digging into the sources yourself. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.